Alright, so welcome back, guys, or welcome to this your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and giving my predictions for Marvel Studios Phase 4. So if that's something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That way you don't miss any more future Marvel content from me. I might get more into this stuff, I'm not sure. I just thought this would be fun. I'm a huge fan of Marvel, so I just figured I'd give some of my predictions and just talk about what I think might happen. I know I'm probably going to be nowhere near as what's actually probably going to happen, but I figured it'd be fun just to give my predictions overall. So if you're interested in that, let's begin right now. Now, of course, first off, we got the Black Widow movie. I think this is pretty much confirmed at this point. We know this is coming next year. Now, Marvel's first new release date will be May 1st, 2020. So this makes the most sense. From what I've understood, they've started or at least are gonna start filming very soon. So this is most likely gonna be done filming by the end of this year. They'll probably have it done and ready to go by the end of by May of next year. So this is my prediction. We'll probably get some kind of trailer by the end of this year or something like that, Christmas or whatever. And that's my prediction. Black Widow is the first one. We pretty much has been confirmed, even though we haven't got an official confirmation. It's pretty much gonna happen. That's my big prediction here. I don't know what they're gonna do with the movie. I'm not that into Black Widow. I actually don't read Marvel comics, so I don't really know. But I feel like they might do something with her character where they cover the 5-year time jump in the middle of Endgame. So I think some of her story might go on there. That's a huge chunk of time that we missed. And I have a theory, if you haven't seen Spider-Man, I'm going to go into spoilers here. So if you haven't skipped this part, go a little bit further and you can continue on with this video. But if you have seen Spider-Man, I'm going to predict that something that might go on with this is that her and Nick Fury might be working on establishing Sword. Now, if you watched the Spider-Man movie, Far From Home, and you saw what went on in the post-credit scene with Fury, you can see that he's in space working on something. I think that Sword, maybe him and her work together during that time and establish Sword. And I think one of the post-credit scenes for the Black Widow movie, if that's true, could be maybe foreshadowing Nova. Next, my pick is Nova. Now, I know we've got zero news on this. It's pretty much no one thinks this movie's going to happen anytime soon. But I think it might happen July of next year. Now, looking at Marvel's release dates so far, we only know of a May movie next year and a November movie next year. But I wouldn't put it past Marvel and Disney to release one in July of next year, a year from now. And why I say that is if you look at July and the summer releases of next year, it's kind of empty. There's not much going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop something in there as a surprise, and I think Nova could be that. Look, we don't know much about what's going on in Phase 4. It's been kept under wraps due to Comic-Con next week. But I think they could do it. They've wanted to put them into Guardians, like I said. They wanted to put them into Infinity War. So they at least probably have an idea of who they're going to cast, or have at least maybe casted him. We know Marvel's tight-lipped, so they could have even casted him, and we don't know it. I mean, there's different possibilities. Overall, he might not even come in. This is the one I think I'm probably wrong about, but I thought it might possibly happen. Like I said, we could get Black Widow working to establish Sword. The post-credit scene could be foreshadowing Nova, and then we get Nova in July. I honestly think that could possibly happen. My next pick for the November 6, 2020 release date is going to be Doctor Strange 2. Now, this is probably, at least for me, the only Phase 4 movie I care about. I love the first Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite Marvel characters. And I'm so excited to see Mordo, and what we have heard, we might see Nightmare. So I'm excited for that. Now, I know a lot of people think that we'll get the Eternals at this point for the November release, but I don't think so. I think they'll hold off on the Eternals until 2021 and put Doctor Strange here. One of the reasons I'm going to say that is if you look at when Doctor Strange originally came out in November of 2016, it came out at this around the same time. So I think Marvel is going to want to play it safe. Doctor Strange did good at this release date. It made good money. It got a good audience reaction. So I think they're going to say, okay, we did good there. So let's release Doctor Strange here again. We could get the same response, good timing like the last time, and it'll do good. I think that's what's going to happen here. I think we're going to get Doctor Strange 2 here. We've already heard that the original director and writer are both on board. The whole cast is ready to come back. I think they'll probably announce it at Comic-Con and we'll probably begin filming very soon, if not at the beginning of next year, and they may be able to ship it out and get it done by the end of next year for that November release date. Up next, we got Black Panther 2, which I'm slating for the February 12th, 2021 release. Now, the reason I put this here, similar reasons to Doctor Strange. When Black Panther came out last year, it did extremely well in February. It got a nominee at the Academy Awards or whatever. Even though it didn't win, it still did good, and I think they're gonna try to market again for that February release date. Did great there, probably hoping to get another great movie in there. There's a lot of rumors that we might get Namor, Moon Knight. There's different things going back and forth. There's even rumors lately that we might get Killmonger back. I don't know, but I do believe we'll get the Black Panther sequel in February of 2021. Now, for the May 7th, 2021 release date, I'm going to put the Eternals there. The reason I'm going to put them there is usually we get some kind of like team up or Avengers or something big there with some kind of exception for Black Widow. I think they're going to put this here. If you remember a few years back to 2017, Guardians did good here. You can make the Eternals similar to the Guardians, and I think you could have a good, successful movie here. I don't think it'll do good in the November release date, and I think they're going to save February for Black Panther. So I'm going to put this here. From what we know, we barely got any like casting news with the exception of Angelina Jolie as I think it's Cersei's. Other than that, we got nothing. I don't think we've heard anything about a writer who's written a script for it or whatever. We have heard zero news on a director that I know of. So I feel like if this was to come out of next year, we would at least hear some kind of rumblings about a writer or director being put onto this job. So I think due to that, I think this is going to be something that's going to be pushed back to 2021 for that May release date. Now, for the November 5th, 2021 release date, I'm going to put ShangChi here. ShangChi is an odd one, because I don't know where this would do good or not. I know there was rumblings about possibly a fourth movie with Taika Waititi, but I think they're going to hold off on that until Phase 5 and after the third Guardians movie comes out. I think they're going to put Shang-Chi here. And I'm not sure. I heard rumblings lately that they might do the Mandarin as the villain in this movie and do some kind of switch up. I don't know much about Shang-Chi, so I don't know. Shang-Chi is one that I honestly could go either way depending on what the trailer looks like. I could care or not care. Either way, I'm going to go see it since I'm a big Marvel fan. But Shang-Chi is just one of the movies for me that's like, yeah, it's there, it's coming. But I don't care too much about it. Now, for the February 18th, 2022 release date, I'm going to put Captain Marvel 2. We all know there's going to be Captain Marvel 2 regardless of how you felt about Brie Larson and her movie. It made a shit ton of money. They're going to make a sequel, and Captain Marvel is said to be the face of this next phase or 10 years or whatever. So I think they're going to put this here. And why I think they're going to put this here is I think we're going to get more prequel story about the Kree-Skrull War, but I think it'll also set up the Secret Invasion storyline, which I think we need to set up within this phase. So I think they're going to set it up here. This will be like the catalyst for that. We'll get hints of it, and we'll probably even get like a post-credit scene for Secret Invasion setting it up. But I think this will be like the catalyst. We'll finally get maybe caught up with the timeline. They could introduce Photon in this movie, which goes into my next movie prediction. But I think right now, I think they're going to put this here. Captain Marvel did great at this kind of time of year this year. Even though it was March, they could even push it back to March here. But it still could do good in February. I think they'll keep it at this kind of time just due to how successful it was here. Now, for the May 6, 2022 release date, I'm going to go with either A-Force or Young Avengers. Now, with every phase, we at least have one Avengers-type movie. With Phase 1, we got the original Avengers. With Phase 2, we got Ultron. And with Phase 3, we got Infinity War and Endgame. Now, right off the cusp of what just happened, I don't think we're going to get like any big Avengers movie. But what they could do is do an A-Force movie, which could kind of take the place of an Avengers movie. It kind of has the same kind of feel to it. Coming off of Captain Marvel, that could help. We already got hints of it in Endgame during the big final battle of Captain Marvel. So I think we could get A-Force, but again, going to my other option is Young Avengers. I think with, even in Spider-Man, if you haven't seen that, Talos mentions that people are questioning where the Avengers are. So maybe they go do the sin where they have the Young Avengers. The Avengers are kind of at this point where they're scattered. They don't know what to do, so they form the Young Avengers. We already got the whole... We already got Cassie Lang at the end of Endgame, or in Endgame, at the age to take on the role of Stature. We got the Disney Plus Hawkeye movie, or TV show, that's going to set up what I'm assuming is Kate Bishop. So by that time, she'll be established, because those TV shows are said to be set in the MCU universe. At the same time, Captain Marvel 2 could set up Photon. We could get... I know Hulkling and things like Kid Loki won't be in the movie, but they could easily put them with, switch them out with something different. Maybe even at this point, Morgan Stark could become Iron Lad or Lass, whatever you want to call her. They could do different things. They could set up different things. Now, another reason I say Young Avengers is Bruce Banner, or Mark Ruffalo, is set up to have one more movie to finish as Bruce Banner, now Professor Hulk. So maybe they have him return for his final movie scene here as like a mentor type to the Young Avengers. I think that'd work perfectly with how he is now. I think that'd be perfect. Now, for the July 29th, 2022 release date, I'm going to put Guardians of the Galaxy 3 here. Now, I know a lot of fans think it's going to be the May release, but I'm going to put it after the A-Force or Young Avengers movie for a couple reasons. One, we got the James Gunn situation where he was fired, rehired, and can't pretty much start this this won't be coming out until after they finish up stuff with Suicide Squad. So I think this will be saved for last. I think it'll be like the last, I don't want to say last hurrah, but like, the big bang at the end of the phase. Like, you have that big moment. So I think we're going to get Guardians of the Galaxy 3 here. We'll get Adam Warlock. We'll get everything that everybody's been waiting for with that. It'll be a great fun movie. I've heard rumblings we might get backstory to Rocket and have like his creator be in this movie. So that might be interesting to see. But why I put it here is because at the end of Phase 1, we got the big reveal of Thanos at the end of the Avengers movie. So, but what I think we might get here, though, is the post-credit scene, and you get a scene of Galactus. They're going to want to end the phase with something coming big. So I think we might get a Galactus post-credit scene here. End at the phase on a big note with that. People will be talking. Guardians is something everybody wants to see. End the phase big here. With Guardians there, Galactus, and set up prior to... Fantastic Four possibly somehow in one of these movies for Phase 5. So yeah, guys, those are my predictions for Marvel's Phase 4 movies. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. If you like this movie, video, I might do a Phase 5 prediction video in the future. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section down below. But as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That wouldn't miss any more Marvel content from me moving forward. And you can go find me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll have the links in my About page, so go check those out if you're interested. And as always, this has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.